Jungle came out with a meat.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the focus is on Courtland Sutton. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Broncos and the Falcons, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Denver Broncos. And hello again. And off we go from Denver. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. They'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Understand?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Troy Anderson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds Robinson. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. Robinson will try to pick it up. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Baron Browning from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The rookie was trying to push him downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. Now 2nd and 5. At the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Short throw caught by Dosich. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And, yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Black swap, blue check.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw.
Now throw right side here going to be incomplete. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. There he goes left side. And that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And it's the best possible spot to begin a drive. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And now after the big punt return that got him down here, they'll try to make it pay off. 1st and goal. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Broncos nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos are about set to go on offense. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
That's caught left side by Judy.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Set to take over. The Broncos offense trots back out. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not. This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Come on, thanks.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Smith, red, opposite, green.
Williams. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. That time a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This pass is caught by London. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. Touchdown, Falcons.
Brock Wright,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards. And boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Pulled in at the 24.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Andre Ellington leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Justin Jefferson, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get to the desert. Check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And that one all even in their matchup with the visiting Dolphins. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 1. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And caught by London. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Coup now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. They had no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Here we go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Troy Anderson getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded just inside the 30. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field.
Handful of carries last time out there. Finished it off, Charles, with a short touchdown run.
Yeah, and that's pretty nice for him to be able to do that, because normally where they were on the field, it's going to take some muscle to get in there, right? It's going to take some power because things are so stacked up, well blocked, and he was able to get into the end zone somewhat safely.
Yeah, that's the thing. Several of those carries last drive, he had some good holes, some good options. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. A give left side to Robinson.
And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter?
And now the rookie's free. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought it may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Drake London.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Drake London.
92 yards.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Pause red. Set.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton. 60 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run again here with Robinson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Rashard Lawrence drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
At the 42-yard line.
And that's caught inside the 35. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way.
He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And Judy's going to have a Broncos first down as he'll get this up to the 39.
A gain of 4 yards.
They'll set up a throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He completes this to Sutton. Stops short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him.
A gain of 4. It's now
second and 6. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Handoff now to Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the give, here's Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, this was